Metro Arms American Classic 2. Go get you one. Hey everybody, Andy Bob here with Andy Bob's Gun Vault, doing a new video today on the Metro Arms 1911. A little bit about Metro Arms. They became about because of a competitive shooter that used a lot of 1911s. His name's Hector Rodriguez. Was always looking for the best of the best. He was always looking for pieces and parts and ways to improve his firearm when he would competitively shoot. And he ended up forming his own company to do just that. And their biggest focus has been on equipment and precision fit, and it is definitely reflected in the firearms that they manufacture. They're made over in the Philippines, same as Arms Corps. Many of you guys may have heard of Arms Corps, Rock Island Armory. They've been around for years, but Metro Arms is getting into the ball game, and they are a reasonably priced. Like you see right here, the Metro Arms American Classic 2, the MSRP on it's $586, and that's really cheap for a brand new 1911, especially when you get into seeing the fit and finish on these. It's not just a cheap gun just slapped together. These are actually, they're supposedly they're made on newer equipment, so you don't have a lot of the tooling issues that you have with some of the firearms being manufactured on older equipment, or maybe not as precise or as good of equipment as what you see with the Metro Arms. And one of the biggest areas that they do save money on, and they're able to pass that along to the consumer, is in their labor. They've got the Philippines over there. I don't know how much they're paying them, but it's not much, and that's part of the reason why they're being manufactured over there. Much as you'd like to see them being made here, that's where they can save the money on it. So got to shoot one. Was really impressed with it. Didn't have any issues with. Well, I had one issue with it. I had one that it did not. It failed to fire, and I'm confident that that is the ammo. I was using some Cellar and Below, and it's just got some hard primers, and I had the same issue with that same ammo out of the same box, even with another 1911 I was shooting. So that was the ammo, but other than that, it was a flawless shooter. It's a great gun. Some of the features that you'll see, it does have the Novak style sights up here. It has a flared ejection port here. Let me get that bigger so maybe you can see it. Skeletonized hammer. It's got it does have the screw in the trigger there, so that it is adjustable. It does. They say that they've got a flared ejection port, but I think everybody's doing that nowadays. So to me, that's not a huge deal. I mean, the ones I've had before, I never really had an issue with ejection. Maybe you guys have, but it says that it's a larger flared ejection port, but I've sat it up to other guns and I just didn't see it. And I think it's just because everybody's doing that nowadays. This is just their standard 1911, but they're really nice. The other things, which you'll see it here in a minute, that I do like about it, it does have the extended safety and the extended slide release, and that is a very nice feature, especially when you're reloading and you're trying to do things in a hurry, or it's just nice because it's easier to grab a hold of without having to give it much issue. And I believe the magazine is a little, the magazine release is a little bit larger as well. I mean, everything about it is just, it's blued. This one's actually blued. It's got checkered wood grips. Everything's going to be interchangeable with any other 1911. So the other good thing about them, and I've noticed this, I've looked on here on Gun Genie for a while, and maybe I just didn't see them, but they are starting to come out, or at least put things on here with some more of their competition shooting stuff. And and here in America, they go under the name of Firestorm or American Classic, and they've got a Bobcat, they've got Amigo, depending on the size. Over in Spain and over in Europe and Asia, they go under the name SPS, and that's what they're manufactured under. But I'll show you here you go. There's the competition ones. That's the SPS. That's a 38 Super even. I know Rock Island has a 38 Super out now too, but that's just one of those cool looking the robo guns. They don't even so much look like guns at some point, you know, some of them that counterweights and everything on there, but they definitely perform for you. But they better for that price range. When you're getting into a $2,500 1911, it better do something right. So it's just keep an eye on this company. I definitely recommend. I push them at the shop a lot just because, you know, they're great value for what they are, and you know we sell a ton of them. If we, you know, when we started out with them, we had, you know, 3 or 4 or 5, and they just went super quick. So we just started carrying more of them, and ever since then, you know, we're usually trying to keep 4 or 5 in stock at any given time, and those turn over really quick. So give them a check out, man, and maybe even somebody can get into one of these. And you can let me shoot it for you. All right, thanks, guys. Bye. Got here today the Metro Arms American Classic 2. We got this in on trade. Just want to show you guys a little bit of it. You can see it up close. It's got the skeletonized hammer. It's just basic 1911, but it's one of the Metro Arms, and this one's used, so it's got a little bit of wear. But I'm gonna shoot it. It's got the it's been safety checked. It's got the extended slide release there and the extended safety, which is really nice. They changed the grips out on these. It's got the checkered grips with them, but these are the Hogue grips. I like these a lot when I'm shooting 1911s. There's just a lot of these are just really well finished out. They're precision fitted. They're run on new equipment. They're just extremely good guns for the money. We actually have this one in here used right now for $409, so that's a steal on any 1911, especially some of this caliber, of this high quality. Novak sights. It's just your basic 3-dot sight system, but it's actually, that's a Novak style sight. It's not actual Novaks, and you can see kind of the difference between them. It's not quite the same design, but in all honesty, they're Novaks. I don't know how they don't get in trouble for it, but anyways, let's shoot this thing and see how it runs.